What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, NBA show from SBR. I'm your host, Jay Money. That's Blackjack Fletcher. That's Junior Browne. We're here to break down these NBA games. We're going to recap yesterday, but first, we're going to let you guys know about the March Madness videos we got going on.
March Madness is just around the corner, and we at the Three Man Weave are here to tell you we have you covered. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel SBR Sports Picks, Matthew, for all your video needs.
Jim, if you want more, that's not enough. SPR also has a dedicated March Madness headquarters. You can find picks, videos, news, and an updated bracket over at sbrpicks.com/March-Madness, Kai.
All you have to do now is sit back, relax, and let the games begin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you guys check us out, man. March Madness. It's time to get to this college basketball, man. It's almost the end is near, so it's time to get to some cheddar. But what's up, Blackjack? You good? What's up? How was your day yesterday, my guy?
I mean, bad day gambling, but you know what I like to say, Jay. So what? Who cares? What's next? I'm living life looking forward, not looking back. So only one way to go, and that's up.
Only one way to go. That's up, man. Let's do it. Junior, what's up with you, my guy? You good over there? You got the OG poster over there. What's up?
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, good day yesterday. Hit that Memphis play. I'm glad they showed up. I really think they're gonna go on a little push here. Try to get back to the playoffs. They technically didn't even really make the playoffs last year, but you know what I mean. Before the break, they were looking like they were going to be a playoff team. They couldn't get it back in the bubble, so just glad to see them do well. But more importantly, cash a ticket. And today's a full slate, so I'm very curious to hear your guys' opinions on a lot of these games. So let's get to it whenever y'all are ready.
Let's get to it. Yeah, that's the OG poster right there, Junior. We always to have it. So hey, we was cashing tickets with that poster. Let's get to it, my guy. You know what it is. But yeah, that was a nice call by you yesterday on the Grizzlies. Hey, Junior starting to get hot, my guys. He's starting to he doing his homework. Junior is on it now, man. I'm telling y'all. So hey, y'all better follow the picks, man. But yeah, nice call there on the Grizzlies. They end up getting it done 127-112, man. The under was somewhat a bad beat, man. It was like 112, 122 there late in the game, man. It was supposed to go under, man, but a couple late baskets, you know what I'm saying, from the Grizzlies. They kept fouling, man, but it happens, my guys. It happens. It ended up going slightly over. I ended up losing a quarter unit on that one, man, but didn't make it official. It was just a small play for me, man, but it still pissed me off. But the Grizzlies got the job done, 127-112. And the Spurs, my guys, they went down versus the Mavs. A lot of people was doubting my Mavs over there. Caught Porzingis, you know what I'm saying, going off, hitting threes, doing what he's supposed to do, has rebounds as well. So I think he had like 14 boards. He came to play yesterday, him and Luka. They didn't look so good, kind of rusty, but came out there, covered the spread. And I know that total got bet all the way up from 219.5 to 226.5, guys, and it ended 219. That was pretty tough there for over backers. Money piling in over all day. So, and I said, if I lost that under there, man, I'm not playing no more total. This totals be fickle, man. It's just so crazy, man. But let's get to today's games, guys. Junior, I know you got, like you say, you was liking to play in this game. Let's get to this first game, my guys. Celtics versus Nets. That's what you guys are here for, man. Line opened up at 3.5, down to 2.5 for the Nets. We got Marcus Smart back in for the Celtics here. What you liking here, my guy, Junior?
Yeah, I took Brooklyn minus 2.5 literally as soon as I saw the price, because sometimes I just bet the price, right? I just think that's a short number for them at home. I think at home they should probably be favored by probably something closer to 5, especially against a Boston team that's been inconsistent. So that's really just what it was about for me. Obviously, Boston can hang with these guys, but Boston hasn't really shown all season that they're a bet-on team in this situation. If I was going to take points with them, I'd need more than 2.5. So I could only look towards Brooklyn at this price. So that's my official play on this game.
Got you. Hey, it's a nice spot, man. The Nets, they've been the hotter team. They have been the hotter team here. Blackjack, what do you think in this one? You think Marcus Smart make a big difference, or do the Nets keep this one, keep it rolling?
I sure do. I think Marcus Smart's a big difference, and I'm going to take the Celtics plus the 2 here because, listen, listen, there's 2 things at play here. First, Marcus Smart is going to help their perimeter defense considerably. Second, let's be honest with each other. James Harden just had, 5 days off? Do we really think he's got fresh legs tonight? Do we really believe that? I do not. I'm going to say he's done some extracurriculars on his own time and is probably not the freshest version of James Harden we will ever see. I'm going to take the Celtics plus the points here with Marcus Smart back.
Gotcha, man. This is a real intriguing game, guys. I must say, I really do think it's a toss could go either way. It's a tough one, man. I don't have a play on it. I can understand both sides. I'm looking to it deeply. I know the Nets they've owned them. They faced off 2 times already this year, and the Nets owned them both times. We know there's no KD here. Blake Griffin's not going to make his debut yet. The Celtics are one of the teams. I do think that they have been very mediocre this year, guys, but I still think the fact they done lost to them boys twice is going to be something to say there. I don't want to go against them here. Nets are the better team. Celtics hadn't seen, and Smart coming back could throw off the rotations a lot as well. They do need them. It's going to be a damn good game to watch, guys. I don't want to force one on this one, but I was leaning Nets, but I can understand that double revenge angle for the Celtics in that one. So might be a game that you could live bet whichever side you like. You could possibly get them at possibly plus price, especially the Celtics in game. So just a definitely good one there. What you think about that total, Blackjack? Just real quick, down to 234, down to 233. You think it's going to be a Smart coming back makes a defensive type game?
No, I think it helps the Celtics defense, but I don't think that it makes it a defensive type game. I can't play an under with the Nets involved ever. So if the Nets are part of the equation and you're asking my lean, it's always going to be over. They're just so bad defensively that I just can't do it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think the main reason why they started back winning, though, they actually been starting to try to lock up on the defensive end. At least like they're showing that they care a little bit. Just middle of the pack, 12th in the league, last 5 on defensive rating. So not as bad as they were, Junior. What do you think? If you like the Nets here, they got to come and play defensively, right? Or you just think they just go with we just want to score more points than the other team? You just stand away from this total?
Yeah, I mean, I'm staying away from this total, but I will tell you who's going to be motivated to score a lot of points today. A guy named Kyrie Irving that everyone in Boston shit all over on his way out the door, and they haven't been the same since he left. So I promise you that Kyrie Irving's going to come to play. Motivated Kyrie, I like my chances.
Gotcha. Yeah, hey, my guy Junior with the angle over there with the Nets. They've been hot, motivated Kyrie, obviously facing his old team. Then Blackjack with the angle of with the Celtics and revenge, getting Smart back. So be interesting to see what happens here, man. Definitely an intriguing game, my guy. And it's you guys going head to head, man, like you guys always do. So it's good for the content.
No, not always. Just when it comes to the Nets. That's
mainly what I was talking about, Junior, because I know, you know what I'm saying, the little side bit, but we weren't going to even mention all that, but,
it's there.
Yeah, it's not always
wager. It's a gentleman's wager.
Yeah, we can't always have the same picks, man. Ain't nobody going to come and see all that. Let's get to the next one, guys. We got the Hawks versus the Raptors here, guys. Hawks versus Raptors. Line opened up at 1.5. It's up to 3. The Raptors have lost. The Hawks have won 2 games since they got this new coach. Not new coach, but you know what I'm saying, Navy Milley, I know, interim coach or whatever, since firing their coach. The Raptors, Junior, have been struggling here without their guys. They're missing Van Fleet, OG. What are they going to do here? Are they going to get a win here, or do they continue to struggle?
Continue to struggle, I think, because it's more than just missing those guys. There's the talk the entire break. I just happened to be back in Toronto during the break. Is that Kyle Lowry is out of there, right? Pretty much sold his house. He's even kind of talking like he used to be a Raptor and he's going to come back and retire there and this and that. So when he starts making farewell speeches, how unified, I'm not going to say unified, but just think about this. He's been there since the old Raptor days, you know what I'm saying, when the team was trash back in 2011, 2012. So he literally seen that team go full circle. He's unquestionably the leader of that team. If he's just going to dip, that I can't imagine that's not going to have some kind of effect on the team. So I just have too many questions with the Raptors right now. And even though I don't think the Hawks are a bet-on team in this situation, I could really only look Hawks. They've had a little bit of time off to get their instructions from their new coach. Maybe they come out looking a little bit more solid than they have. They were winning a little bit before the break anyway, so I could only look Hawks in this situation.
Yep, I'm with you on that one, Blackjack. What do you think with this one? I know the Raptors have lost a couple. Do you think they come out of this break, you know what I'm saying, wanting to win, or do they continue to struggle, Blackjack? You got to play in this one?
Nah, I mean I can't play this because of everything Junior just said. I mean, you hit every salient point here. I mean, the Raptors, this Kyle Lowry thing is going to be a distraction because I mean Kyle Lowry feels the kind of guy that's going to make it an issue more often than not. The absences are a problem. But on the other side, you've got Atlanta, which, Jay, you mentioned Nate McMillan's there, but he's only been there for really a few days with the guys in the building, before they leave for the break. I don't know what to expect out of either one of these teams. So I don't think you can get an edge betting this game either way.
Got you. Yeah, the edge I see would be with the Hawks. I think it's been bet up from 1.5 to 3 for the reason you are laying 3 on the road with the Hawks. But in my opinion, they are the better team right now, especially with the injuries for the Bulls for the Tampa Bay Raptors over there. So it's tough right now. I to be honest with you, I could see the Raptors still in one of these games. And I'm saying they have lost to 2 without these guys. I could see them coming out of the break really wanting to win this game, but still just going with what we know. That would to take the Hawks to go 3-0 with their new coach, continue playing hard, and for the Raptors to go 0-3 with missing their guys. So I could see slim chance Raptors getting it here, but if I had to take it, it would be the Hawks for me, laying the 3 on the road, my guys. Let's get to the next one, man. Let's get to the next one. We got the Bulls here. This one opened up at 2.5 up to 3.5, guys. I can't say the other day I said, man, I would lay up to 5 here with the Bulls. I was saying this. Obviously, it is kind of troublesome when they announced the guys out the day before, but we've been knowing, guys. You know what I'm saying? Blackjack and Junior ever since the All-Star break. Embiid and Simmons didn't play in the All-Star game. The barber, got a little COVID test. I had to get an edge up some. Oh, you got COVID? Oh, well, he already started now. You might as well go ahead and finish the fade now, man. But nah, I miss. But, man, hey, Bulls, they land points here. I think they're landing them for a reason, guys. I do like the Bulls here, minus 2.5, minus 3.5. I think they're going to get this one over Philly, Junior. Last time, Embiid needs to go for 50 and 11 boards for them in Philly for them to get that win. Bulls almost stole that one. What do you think with this one, no Simmons or Embiid?
Yeah, I mean, I've made this bet before I made the Brooklyn bet. These were 2 of the 3 games that were available to bet last night. I think this line is a little bit short. I do understand, and I don't want to say what Blackjack was saying before the show. I'm going to let him speak. So I do understand, not wanting to lay points with the Bulls. You'd rather obviously be taking points. But I just think in this situation, I've said this many times in the last 2 weeks or 2-3 weeks because I've been cashing with the Bulls for the last 2-3 weeks, and they're the 3rd best ATS team in the NBA. Only Phoenix and Utah cover more spreads than the Bulls right now. So if you're going to give me a 1 possession spread with them at home minus Philly's 2 All-Stars, I have to take that.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you, Blackjack. What you thinking? What you thinking with this one, my guy? You gonna make it official? What you looking at an under spot here? What we doing?
I think that Junior is right. I think the Bulls are the right side in this game. I also think, though, what you were alluding to, Junior, is I just can't lay points with this team. I like betting on the Bulls, and I've made a fair amount of money on them. But I like betting them as a dog. I like having them come and kick that back door open to get the cover in the 4th quarter. I don't love needing them to just do the job start to finish and protect the lead at the end. I don't trust them quite that much, and I know it's the right play. I know it is. Because without Simmons and Embiid, Chicago is the right side here. I just don't have the amount of trust in them to bet them as a favorite.
Yeah, I mean they're just 3-3 against the spread as a home favorite this year. So I mean pretty much a wash. They're 5-5 against the spread as a favorite overall this year. So I mean I'm not too scared. We got, like I say, no Embiid, no Simmons. It's a revenge spot as well. They lost 112-105 February 19. Embiid had to go off for 50. He had 17 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 blocks. You got the 76ers. They're 2-6 ATS last 8 games in Chicago. Philly Philly is well 1-6 the last 7 road games versus a losing home team. Zach LaVine went 2 for 10 from 3 and 9 for 28 shooting in that game for Philly. Still went for 30 points. I like the Bulls to get this one done. I mean, Junior talked about their third best team covering the spread. They've been keeping games close. This is one where I think they should win this one by 5 to 10 points, guys. I like the Bulls in this spot. It goes into deeper that they're missing Simmons and Embiid, but just on top of that, they're really good. We know the 76ers are a lot different team without their best player Embiid. Whole offense runs through them. They got defenders out there. You have to be looking towards an under spot in here if it's total for me, guys. But let's get to the next one. I'm surprised Blackjack's not on the under in this guy. I really am. Line opened up at 229.5 down to 227 with all that offense missing for the 76ers, guys. We'll talk about it. Let's talk about another game. We got the Heat here versus the Magic. Another one, guys, where it's another revenge spot where one team was missing a lot of offense. I know Aaron Gordon is upgrade to questionable. What you think about this one, Blackjack? This is y'all over there in Florida. This y'all squads. What's up, Blackjack?
For me, it's a pass. No Bam Adebayo for Miami. The Orlando Magic are a constant mystery in terms of who they're going to send out on the floor night to night. You mentioned Aaron Gordon. That's obviously a huge issue for them, but it's always uncertain who's going to be playing for them, and it makes a big difference with Orlando. So I don't love Miami here either, though, without Bam. I really like him because, Vooch is going to kind of have plenty of room down low without Bam Adebayo there. So it's not a game, again, that I see a huge edge on. Got you.
Yeah, I think it was up. It was at 6.5 this morning. It's up to 8, guys. I'm talking. Blink back at it up to 8, Junior. That motherfucker must have got smacked. What you think on this one? The Heat were your squad last year. I was looking into this one deeply, bro. What you thinking here?
Yeah, I gotta actually go with Blackjack and just make it a pass. I think it's just too many points. I think Miami takes care of business, but I can't really forget the first half of the season they had. They've been pretty good for a couple of weeks. I don't like the fact that their momentum got broken by this break. Mm-hmm. I kind of just want to see how they come out the break before I blindly bet them. And I don't like betting them without all their players. Like, without Bam Adebayo, listen, there's one thing about Vooch. Everybody around him seems to go down. He's always available to play, and he always puts up numbers. That's why no matter what their record is, he's kind of been an all-star the last couple of years because he just comes to play every game. So if you tell Vooch, Bam Adebayo's not up, I can see him dropping a hot 30, 35. Yeah. So I just don't like the spot. I don't like the points. So I'm definitely not taking points when a team has lost 5. Or how many games has Orlando lost? I don't even know. I can't even remember. Can't even remember the last time they won a game. So I can't take the points with them, but I can't lay this many points with Miami right now. I got to see it before I invest in it.
No, I got you. And Vooch, he's definitely down to go for a quick 30 here. He is possibly really close to getting traded as well, so they could be in the back of his mind. Obviously, going the ball out. You're also not going to want to get injured as well. I'm looking at this one, Miami 6.5 this morning, guys. I had to put something on it. Like I said, it is up to 8 now. I'm definitely not going to suggest that it's a whole 1.5 point line move. Gordon could play here, could possibly go back down. I was looking at it without Gordon, just, letting you guys know my notes. The Heat are 7-1 straight up in ATS last 8. They're showing a lot of upward movement. You don't have any Bam Adebayo in this game, but they did beat the Pelicans by 10 without him. It was no Zion. It's a huge revenge spot, guys. We know it's an in-state rival. They lost 113-107 December 23rd from this game, and they're missing. So they had Eric Gordon. He had 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 steals in that game. Fournier, y'all know how I feel about the Magic without Fournier. He had 25 points, 4 assists, 3 steals in that game. They had Fultz then, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Had Cole Anthony, 6 points, 6 assists. They're missing 6 points, 14 rebounds, 14 assists, and 10 steals in this game, guys. It's a boatload. Like I say, Gordon could come back, and it will skew it a little bit. But if they're missing, I just really think this could be a bloodbath. The Heat are looking a lot better. Magic were playing a lot better when they beat the Heat early in the year. It's two totally different things now. It's went up to 8 for a reason in my theme. I had Smack City, Smash Spot written down, guys. So this is what I liked. No Bam, Vooch go off, but that's the only thing that they have going for him. The guards wise is just going. Y'all know how I feel without Fournier, guys. So be interested to see what's up with Gordon, but I do think this is Smack City spot for the Heat. I put something on it on 6.5. Just being honest with you guys. Let's get to the next one, man. Let's get to the Knicks versus Bucks. Knicks versus Bucks. It was 11 this morning, down to 10.5. Knicks already smacked them up this year, 130 to 110. Be interested to see what can the Bucks get some revenge. They're playing like a totally different team now, Junior. What you think about this one?
I got the Knicks plus 11. I think the Bucks win the game. But just like Chicago, the Knicks are the 5th best ATS team in the NBA. And even on the road, they cover spreads. They're like 8-6 on the road ATS. I don't like that they don't have Derrick Rose. That kind of doesn't make me love it, but I just think it's too many points right now for a Bucks team that has already lost as many home games this season as they did all of last season. They're just not the same team. They have been winning by margin recently, but the Knicks are the 2nd best defensive team in the NBA, and I think that that's going to matter in this spot. I think they're going to be able to hang around. I'm not going to say keep it close because the Bucks do still win their home games, I think, right now by like 8.2 a game. So they still win by a fair amount, but I just think 11 is just a little bit too much. It's a little bit disrespectful to the Knicks. Tibbs has these guys playing hard, which they did before Tibbs. Now they're playing hard with structure. Just feel like this line is a little too high, so I'm rolling with the Knicks plus 11.
Got you. What we doing here, Blackjack? You like the points with the Knicks?
I'm with Junior. I'm taking the Knicks. I got them plus 10.5. So you got a little bit better number than I did, Junior, but I still like him at 10.5. This Knicks team plays hard defense, man. As you said, Junior, the number 5 in the league, ATS. But what they do defensively is going to really limit Milwaukee because Milwaukee likes to get out and run that transition game, and the Knicks are going to be in front of them. I mean, they're just – it's the way they've been playing defense, and I think that's going to be a problem for Giannis tonight to try to get going right out of the gates. I think Milwaukee wins this game, but I don't think they're covering 10.5. Give me the Knicks.
Got you. Yeah, I like the Knicks as well, man. I do like the Knicks as well, guys. They're getting the points. Like I said, it is a revenge spot for the Bucks. They could come out here and smack them up. It is very possible. The last game they did have Mitchell Robinson as the center or whatever. But the thing about the Knicks is they're real good at stopping transition buckets, and so they're gonna have to stop Giannis from getting down there, build that wall. You know what I'm saying, and make the rest of the team beat you. Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton. Obviously, they could go off, but the Knicks, you're giving them double digits here. And you could see the Knicks possibly go back down and some negative regression, as you could say. But in this game, like I say, I just don't. It's possible they could get blown out by 15 to 20. But if I had to take some here, it would definitely be the Knicks, who've always shown they could beat this team by margin. They're getting double digits in this game, 10.5. Yeah, I'd be looking. They still got Noah to step in there as center. The last game they had Kevin Knox out there playing 26 minutes. That's not going to happen again. So you don't have Derrick Rose in this game. He is out. Austin Rivers out as well. Taj Gibson is questionable. So be interested to see what's up with that. But they got Frank the Tank back. You know what I'm saying? But they got some guards here. It's just about can the big men, can they stop them boys from get to the paint? So heavy lean to the Knicks for me. I might hop on that one with you guys, man. I like it. I've been liking it all night. I don't know why I hadn't put nothing on it, guys. But I do think that's the right side, and that's what matters. Let's get to the next one. Mavs, guys. Mavs versus Thunder. Got the Mavs versus Thunder. Mavs coming off the back-to-back, guys. How do we feel about this back-to-back, Blackjack? First game, you know what I'm saying? They're just coming off the break and now already on the back-to-back. What do you think? Does that scream take the Thunder here or what?
I mean, I think more than anything, it's pretty stupid, right? We had 2 games in the NBA last night. 2. And somehow your schedule results in one of those 4 teams having to play a back-to-back the next night. Like, come on, man. That's not necessary. But having said that, Dallas, the thing that worries me is OKC, coming out and playing strong defense. But I do think we're in a situation here where this total is low enough that I would bet it over. 218.5 to me is a total that with the Dallas team playing the way they play on offense is always within reach. And I don't think Oklahoma City's defense is going to slow them down enough. I would lean to the total at over 218.5.
Got you. Yeah, I think that's all OKC has, Blackjack, to hang their hat on is defense right now. Because if you've seen their offense, man, oh boy, Junior, what you thinking? What you thinking? Does OKC get it done with defense tonight, or does Mavs smack them up again like they did without Luka?
I can't bet on this game, but you just said something funny. Like on League Pass, I really try to watch every game. And every time I try to be a professional and be like, yo, let me just see what's up with OKC. Jesus Christ, bro. Oh, my God. Their games are hard to watch, to say the least, man. Some of the lineups that these guys have out there, bro, it's like, I feel like Shaq and Barkley, like, who the hell is this guy? Like, yo. Anyways, I just can't bet them. I just can't bet this game because of the spot. I just don't like it for Dallas against a team that you know is going to come out hard. Blackjack made a perfect point. Who the hell made this schedule? You couldn't give these guys a night off? Like, really? Like, I mean, I know the travel's not far between Dallas and Oklahoma City, but come on, bro. It's pretty dumb.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could say obviously. So it was at 6.5. It went back. It went down to 5.5, back up to 6. I guess you say so. The fact that it is a back-to-back, because I'm watching my Mavs team. I'm watching the game last night, and they did beat the Spurs. They outscored them by 10 in the fourth quarter, because I mean they were down by 5 to 7 points at the half. I know for sure. So they were down, had to come back. They are better than the Spurs. That's why I wasn't taking the points with the Spurs. I know that they are the better team, and they showed it in their fourth quarter. The first 3 quarters. It just kind of seemed like they came out kind of rusty, kind of lethargic or whatever. So just be interesting to see, will they run out of gas here, or did they shake off their rust? There's 2 ways of looking at it when teams come off a huge break. Will they be rusty, or will they come out with more energy? So as a basketball player, just being honest with you guys, the team that has came out, played the first game, in theory, is better in rhythm, because the team that hasn't played, in theory, is not in rhythm. I mean, especially with OKC's offense, which is not already in rhythm. I mean, I couldn't talk you off taking OKC with the points. I'm not taking the Mavs here. They're being a back-to-back. I don't think bodes well for it, even though they did play 1 game already. Second half could take them. They play really good defense, guys, but their offense is just. I mean, the Mavs held them to 78 points, guys, without Luka, in a game where they was kind of like, we can lose this game and it'll be all right. No, they still beat them by 9. So yeah, the Thunder are they're showing who they are, guys. They play really good D, but their offense is just. If the Mavs come in here and play just a little bit of defense, I think they'll smack them again. Let's get to we got Suns versus Blazers. Ooh, let's do it, guys. The line opened up at 2.5, man. It's up to 4.5, guys. All 3 plays I had written down, boys, that moved. Every one of them. This one got smacked. We don't know what's up with Booker yet. Well, he said he was going to play. We're expected to play, and then now questionable. I think he'll play, but, I mean, we'll see what's up with Elwin Jr. What you think? It's just real quick, Junior. Suns smacked them by 132 to 100 the last game. Do you think it's going to be somewhat of a repeat to that, or was that an anomaly?
No, I don't think it's going to be a repeat, because the Blazers are actually playing a lot better. But this questionable bullshit is annoying to me. Like, doesn't the line move kind of tell you that Devin Booker is playing? How could the line move that much if he's still questionable? How does that make any sense to anyone? Like, I took Phoenix minus 2.5 last night. So I'm pretty pissed off. I mean, I'm pretty pissed off that. I mean, sorry, not last night. This morning, I'm pretty pissed off that now that he's listed as questionable, because he said he was going to play. Why is he still questionable then? Why, if you say you're going to play, what's the problem? Why the mystery? Like, sorry, I know I sound like bitter, but like we're investing money in this, bro. Like, just say he's playing or he's not playing. What's up?
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's the world we live in today. Like I said on Twitter, man, with more sportsmen being legal, they just playing with us, man, manipulating, just trying to get more money on one side or another. It's really bullshit to the investors like us, but we got to get you. It's what we're going through, man. It's tough, bro.
I mean, listen, if he's playing, then I got a much better number, you know what I'm saying, than what's available, so I'd be happy, but can we just stop the games, though? Like,
yeah.
Let's
and then you know what I don't like? You know what I don't like, Junior? Now that they messing with it, then when they'll come back and say that he's officially in, then the line will go back up again, 5.5. You see what I can't? I see it all the time though, bro. But I think he'll play. But Blackjack, what do you think here? The Blazers have won 3 straight, but it was against the Hornets. That was in a terrible spot. They came back and buzzer beater win versus the Warriors. Then they beat the Kings by 4, which I'm not impressed at all by that.
No.
Blackjack. What are we doing here?
No, I want to take Phoenix. I really do, but the uncertainty around Booker is making me uncomfortable. As is the fact that Portland just has one of those knacks to hanging around, right? I mean, they're just a team. They're like Freddy Krueger. They're tough to kill. You knock them down, but they always get back up. So I just don't love laying points against this team. But I can't back them against Phoenix here either, because I do think Phoenix is clearly the better team. So for me, it's a stay away.
Got you. Yeah, like I said, the Suns, there are 7-0 ATS last 7 Thursday games, whatever that means. Guys, I'm going to tell you why I'm looking at this game, and the Blazers could – so it could be revenge spot. The Blazers, in theory, they should be smacked from – they should be pissed from getting their ass smacked like that by 32. It wasn't – I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, maybe it was a back-to-back. Maybe it was a bad spot or something like that. No, the Blazers had just actually pissed the game away versus the Wizards, and in theory should have been pissed. I remember that game, and then the Suns just went out there and had their way with them. You want to know why? It's because MFers like Anthony Simons, guys. I'm telling you. So you just look at the bench alone. And there's a reason why the Suns are so good. When all their bench guys in there, a whole different beast. Number 1 net rating for the bench for the Suns, the Blazers. Second to worst in the league, 29th in the league. That's why I think they got their ass smacked by 32 points, in all honesty. The bench is just light years better for the Suns, guys. They sit at number 2 in the West right now. They're 4-0 ATS last 4, 7-1 straight up, and ATS last 8 games. They're number 2 in defensive rating last 5 games. Blazers 20th in defensive rating last 5. I can only look Suns, guys. Junior getting it at the -2.5. That's the right thing to do, guys. Up to 4.5. I like the Suns here. It's not official, guys, but I like the Suns here, my guys. Let's see one more game. Warriors versus Clippers, guys. Warriors versus the Clip Show. What are we doing here, Junior? The Clippers been sliding. They've been allowing so many guys get into the paint with ease. What are we going to do here? Are they coming to play defensively here? Is that 7 too much here, Junior?
Yes, this is another game that I bet really early this morning. I took the Warriors at the opening number plus 7.5. I just think it's too many points with the Warriors at full strength. Something about the Clippers that I noticed during the break when I went back and watched a couple of their games. It's pretty easy to get into the paint and finish at the rim against the Clippers these days. I really don't like that. With James Wiseman, getting healthier every day. I think he could have his way inside against the Clip Show. So we'll see how that goes. The Clippers probably win, but Golden State is not the same team that started this season. They're getting healthy again, and they're starting to find a little bit of rhythm. So, and if Steph Curry is cooking the way he's been cooking the last month or so, including the All-Star break, we could see a little resurgence from Golden State, because they're not trying to get in the playoffs and face the Lakers in the first round. If they're going to make the playoffs, they're going to want to move up in the standings and make a little push here. So I can only look Golden State in this spot.
Yeah, real quick, Blackjack. If Terrence Ross doesn't play for the Magic, bro, they are going to get fucking killed, bro. Oh, my God. All right. I just had to say it because I see him listed as questionable. Yeah, I know how I feel about some of these. Ross is just huge for the Magic. He's maybe even more huge than Fournier, but Blackjack, what you think about this Warriors versus Clippers spot, my guy? Is it too many points? You taking the points with the Warriors here?
Yeah, I am. I'm with Junior again. I like Golden State here. This is a team that's kind of getting back into shape. And I think, Junior, you hit the nail on the head. I think as this year goes on, this team is going to get better. They're going to get more cohesive. They're going to play better games. The Clippers, I still don't know what to make of this team, right? Like when we did the show yesterday and we were talking about the Grizzlies and the Wizards, both of those teams beat the Clippers outright on their West Coast swings. Like this is a team that can beat anyone in the NBA, but can also lose to anyone in the NBA. They're very erratic for me. I'm going to go with the Warriors here plus the points.
Got you. I can tell you guys, I'm not making a play on this one, and it is risk that the Clippers did go into the All-Star break losing 3 straight games. I do think that they are a better team than that. You know what I'm saying? It was Paul George, Leonard all out. I think they'll be a full squad. Everything I'm seeing, Ty Lue said there's nobody on the injury report today. Everybody's playing full squad. So the 7's kind of rich, guys, but I could see the Clippers winning this one by double digits. Not to talk anybody off the Warriors, but the Clippers in the second half of the season will make a run. They will start to look look like they did at the beginning of the season that beat the Lakers team that is slightly better than the Lakers. I do think they'll start to show off their depth. It's just maybe they were ready for the break. I don't know. Maybe Lou Will had to hook up or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we ready to go to the All-Star. We'll be back after break, man. We just need to get the juices flowing. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I can't tell you. I do think the Clippers smack City here. I'm not making a play on it, but I think this line's there 7 for a reason. I see a double-digit win for them, guys. The Clippers, there's one team that's going to come out of this break pissed. Like, I mean, seriously. Both teams lost the last 3 games for the break. Clippers are a lot better than that, guys. They are. So we'll see what happens. At 7 is kind of high, but it would just be interesting to see if they come out with that dog mentality, because they have it. They just kind of lost it there for a second, guys. So we'll see, man. But let's see. Any other games, y'all? Did y'all want to talk about this Pistons versus Hornets or something real quick? Any other game y'all want to?
I got to play on that.
What you got, Blackjack?
I'm taking the Hornets minus the 4.5 here. I think Detroit, DeLon Wright, I don't think is going to play tonight. But truthfully, even if he does, this Hornets team is kind of firing on all cylinders as far as they go. And Detroit is really a team in free fall right now. I think this number is short. I'm going to lay the 4.5 with Charlotte.
Got you. That's a tough game, man. I don't want to talk. It was at 5.5. That's a tough one, because the Hornets they've fucking owned the Pistons, guys. The Pistons 4-16 on the road, and they're 1-5 against the spread last 6 in Charlotte. The Hornets are 6-0 against the Pistons last 6 meetings. So and that's against the spread. So they've just owned them, Junior. What you think real quick on that Pistons versus Hornets spot? Does LaMelo Ball continue to shine, or do the Pistons continue to keep games close if they shouldn't?
I actually, this is the one game where I got the worst part of the number. I actually took the Hornets early at minus 5.5, so I'm obviously not too happy about that. I put some money on the 4.5 too, but I'm gonna be real, because that's what I bet on first. I took Hornets minus 5.5. I just think they're the better team. I think, first of all, the Hornets are just playing free basketball. They're playing loose. They look. Listen, I talk a lot of shit about Scary Terry. When you're wrong, you got to admit it. Scary Terry's balling, bro. And listen, I bet you the Celtics wish they had Gordon Hayward right now, because he's balling too. Yeah. So you got LaMelo looking good. You got Hayward looking good. You got Terry looking good. PJ Washington is knocking down shots. Miles Bridges is catching lobs from LaMelo. Everybody's having fun on that team, and I'm pretty sure they're like second or third in the league in assists right now, right? And that you always see that when a team gets a great passer, all of a sudden everybody starts sharing the ball. So there's something cooking in Charlotte, and I wouldn't be surprised if they made a move before the trade deadline, because they get another solid piece. Like, imagine somehow they could work it out so they get Vooch. Listen, bro, they might be looking all right in Charlotte, man. It's about goddamn time. I'm sick of Mike being a terrible owner. He finally made some good moves, picking up Rozier and Gordon and drafting LaMelo. So maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I want to see Charlotte do well.
Come on now, bro. He started out with the fucking Charlotte Bobcats. You got to give him some credit. You have to give him just a tad bit of credit, bro. Come on now, because
I know. Them boys, I'm saying it took a while, bro.
You remember Emeka Okafor? You remember Emeka Okafor and then was over the Bobcats, bro, and they were just
Adam Morrison, bro. This guy walking around with a porn stash in the NBA. Get this guy the fuck out of here.
Hey, bro, the boys was terrible. Oh my god, I think they had the worst winning percentage ever. Like it was terrible. So he brought them a long way. That's the only thing I'm saying. But yeah, they bagged that. If they got Vucevic, we'll be scared. But I really want to see the Celtics get him, man, because I think that would be scary. You talk about some scary shit.
That'd be nice.
That would be scary. I'm GMJ money, man. I'm saying I'm doing whatever I got to get. And I'm fading the Magic every fucking game afterwards. That's the show. But what's up, Blackjack? What's the picks today? Oh yeah, and Hornets look like they got Devontae Graham back as well. Just That's so right. What's up with Blackjack? What's the official plays, my guy? Before we get out of here.
All right, the plays are Hornets minus 4.5, Celtics +2, Knicks +10.5, and the Warriors +7.
Boy, y'all some sharp guys, boy. Junior, what you got, man? Y'all getting some sharp picks, boy.
Yeah, I got a bunch of picks today. Knicks +11, Phoenix -2.5, Golden State +7.5, Chicago -2.5, and I'll make my play Charlotte minus 5.5 because that was my original play. So I'll be honest and say that's what I took
going
it at.
with the officials. We going with the Lions right now.
Well, I mean, listen,
so
I bet it again at minus 4.5. So if I can make it official, I'll do 4.5. But I'm not scared.
Yeah, we're gonna do I appreciate you letting us know what you bet, but you know what I'm saying. With the right now, it's the 4.5. It's even better line. So you know what I'm saying. Win by 5, you're gonna be glad that we. Nah, I'm messing with you, man. My official, man, I'm going with the Bullies, man. I'm going with the Bulls. I got it at 2.5, and I still like it at 3.5. So I'm going official 3.5. Bulls Nation. I got some shorts as well in the socks. I'm gonna have to put the bread 11s on today, man. Bulls to smack them 76 up, get this one by 5 to 10 points, man. Need the Bulls tonight. I'm only gonna make that one official. Only one official, but I'll tell you guys what I think the right side. I think the Suns right side. I think the Clippers the right side. I think Knicks right. I might have to ride with my guys. Knicks, Hawks, Heat as well, guys. I got some on Heat 6.5. I'm not making it. It's up to 9 now with the Ross news, but I like the Heat smack city even without Bam Adebayo, guys. I might have to. That Knicks is lovely. The Knicks is lovely, but only one official, guys. We're going 1-0 or on 1. Bulls minus 3.5. Let's cash it. We're finna get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're gone.